Again I am here with another video, that is the last topic of the capacitor, that is the redistribution of the charges. In this case, what will be the effect of charges or what will be the distribution of charges if we are connecting two capacitors after completely charging. So first understand the concept of it through the diagram. In this case, I have taken these two capacitors, one is capacitor A and another is capacitor B. Let capacitor A has a capacity C1 and we have charged it up to the potential V1. Another capacitor B has a capacity C2 and we have charged it up to the potential V2. So total charge on this first capacitor Q1 is equal to C1 V1 and total charge on this capacitor Q2 it is equal to C2 V2. Now I have connected these two capacitors by a particular conducting wire. Now after connecting these two wires through the conducting wire, what will happen? Charge will transfer. How will the charge transfer? Always remember, charge always transfer from higher potential to lower potential. If V1 is greater than V2, then charge will transfer from A to B, and if V2 is greater than V1, then charge will transfer from B to A. That doesn't matter how much charge is there. If this object has charge 100 microcoulomb and this has 10 microcoulomb, but this has potential 100 volt and this has potential 10 volt, then charge will transfer from B to A, that means from 10 microcoulomb to 100 microcoulomb, because this has lower potential and this has higher potential. And charge will transfer till the potential of both will become equal. That is the condition for the charges. So now what will be the common potential V? This we have to determine, and also the energy loss during the total process. That means during the connecting the two wires, how much energy will be lost when charge is transferring from one capacitor to another capacitor. So let's turn to the concept. So I have written charge on first capacitor is C1 V1, charge on second capacitor is C2 V2. So total charge in both the capacitors will be equal to Q1 plus Q2, and that will be equal to C1 V1 plus C2 V2. After connecting, the common potential is V, and if that, what will be the total potential of the total capacitance of the capacitor, and the total capacitor will be, that is C is equal to C1 plus C2, and if total potential is C1 plus C2, then total charge in it will be C1 plus C2 into V. That will be the total charge in the capacitor. Now as we know, the charge is a conserved quantity. So if charge is conserved, that means after transfer of charge and before transfer of charge, the total charge will remain constant. So this means C1 plus C2 into V will be equal to C1 V1 plus C2 V2, and from here we will get this V will be equal to C1 V1 plus C2 V2 upon C1 plus C2. This will be the value of the common potential. Now we have to determine the energy loss. So first we have to determine the initial energy. Initial energy will be energy stored in first capacitor plus energy stored in the second capacitor. So I have written the value direct from the formula, that is half C1 V1 square plus half C2 V2 square. And final energy in the combination of the capacitor U final will be equal to half C1 plus C2 into V square. And what will be the energy loss? This will be always represented as U final minus U initial. So the value of U final is substituted here and U initial is substituted here. You will get this relation. This is half C1 plus C2 V square minus half C1 V1 square plus half C2 V2 square. Now substitute the value of V, that is common potential, which we have determined here in this formula. What will we get? This will, that means the change in energy will be equal to half C1 plus C2 as it is. The value of V is C1 V1 plus C2 V2 upon C1 plus C2. If it is whole square, then whole square is there, minus half C1 V1 square plus half C2 V2 square. Now from here we can see at the numerator there is one C1 plus C2 and at the denominator another C1 plus C2 whole square. So one section will be cancelled out and we will get here this delta U is equal to half C1 V1 plus C2 V2 upon C1 plus C2. At the numerator it will be whole square and at the denominator 1 C1 plus C2 is cancelled. Plus minus this is C1 V1 square plus C2 V2 square. Half we have taken common here. Now half is here and now we can take LCM. So C1 V1 plus C2 V2 whole square minus C1 plus C2, this will be multiplied by this and next term is same, that is C1 V1 square plus C2 V2 square upon C1 plus C2 is here. Now I have written this C1 plus C2 with 2, 1 upon 2 C1 plus C2. At the numerator what will be left? Now this is A plus B whole square using the formula. I have opened it, that is C1 square V1 square plus C2 square V2 square plus twice C1 C2 V1 V2 minus. Now I am multiplying this C1 to C1 V1 square. I have got the C1 square V1 square. Then multiplication of C1 to second term. So we will get this is minus C1 C2 V2 square. Now multiplication of C2 into here, this will be C1 C2 V1 square minus C2 into this will be C2 square V2 square. Now from the total expression we can see this is positive C1 V1 square and this is minus C1 V1 square, that will be cancelled out. Next C2 V2 square and this is minus C2 V2 square, they will be cancelled out. We have written it here. Now what is left, that we can write in the next step. Out of the bracket whatever is here it will remain here, that is 1 upon 2 C1 plus C2 and inside it this is C1 I have written this section minus C1 C2 V1 square minus C1 C2 V2 square plus twice C1 C2 V1 V2. Now we can see in all the three terms C1 C2 is common. So I have taken this C1 C2 out of the bracket now in next step, along with this minus sign also. So delta U is equal to minus C1 C2 upon twice C1 plus C2. Inside the bracket it is V1 square plus V2 square minus twice V1 V2. So this is clear cut showing us the formula for V1 minus V2 or V2 minus V1 whole square. As we are getting the square term, so we can write anything V1 minus V2 or V2 minus V1. So the final formula for this, the change in energy is equal to minus half C1 C2 upon C1 plus C2 in the bracket, this is V1 minus V2 whole square. And now from here we can see we have got a negative sign here, and this negative sign is signifying that energy is lost during the connecting process. If we must have got the positive sign, that means energy is gained. But here negative sign is signifying that the energy is lost. This is the final formula for the energy loss in the system. Thank you.